Hey, we are back for part 2 of the Q&A.
Thought you could get rid of us.
Oh, yeah.
Thought you were done.
You'll notice that in the last, 20 episodes of Clockwinders, we never thanked any patrons. That's because we recorded all those episodes in 4 days.
Oh.
So we have just a laundry list of patrons to thank.
Oh, good. It's coming to me.
That I'm going to pass over to Jake. This is still not current, but it is the most current version. So these are all the people who joined us in the big gap we generated for ourselves.
All right. I'm not going back for seconds on any of these. Malin Rawl, Owen Thompson, Dufinius in all caps, Joe Metz, Micah Metz, John Ferguson, Jared Wilson, Christopher Bielman, Austin, one name like Cher, Anna Giovinazzo, JT Brune, EL, Jade Conrad, Aaron James, Larkspur Hogan, Panda Squad, Ridley, Marlon Valkenborg, or it might be a soft G, Victor Brasino, and Steve Anderson.
Panda Squad.
Which is the next game we're going to be playing.
Thanks, everyone.
Welcome to the Session 0 for Panda Squad. What kind of panda are you? Oh, I'm the black and white kind. I eat bamboo. Oh, what about you? Well, kind of the same, actually, unfortunately.
I have to say, too, now that that's over, I almost messed up the our getting room tone silence because listeners from last week, Jake very quietly picked up one of my dice bags and tried to sneak a KFC jelly bean into it.
Oh, no.
I don't think sneak is the right word.
Yeah, that's true. You know that I couldn't stop you if I wanted to.
It's a clear bag. There's no separation between us.
All right, well, back to it, players. What was your favorite thing your character did? Jake, what was your favorite NPC moment?
You guys first.
Okay. Like I've said, I don't spend a lot of time fleshing out backstory for my characters. I get some ideas of who they are, but I really like discovering truths about them in the moment. I think my favorite thing that Maxine did was talking to Doris when we thought she was a mom that lost her kids and just having no tact or bedside manner and being so awkward and not knowing how to comfort someone and just being like, they're probably not dead. And just being like, oh God, I gotta get out of here. Can I have some of your books, please?
That was so good from my perspective, knowing that she was phony and being in the headspace of this person doesn't care about what I'm telling them or doesn't, but I also don't actually, but I need to be pretending, but they can't pretend. God, that was so fun knowing that she was lying to you.
Mine's kind of in a similar vein, I think. One of my favorite moments was Kate was very laid back. A lot of stuff was go with the flow. Nothing really super rattled him. But seeing his old employer and everybody going and drinking and Cade running away and then trying to spy on them badly, was fun.
I thought you were going to say when you decided he was afraid of ghosts.
Yeah.
I love that all of our favorite answers are going to be how we're just bad at things.
Yeah.
Well, because we were so good at so many things.
Yeah, it's true.
And as a table, that's something that we appreciate. We don't want to be good at everything because that's not interesting. So the things that we are bad at are the funnest.
Yeah, I think my knee jerk is that 98% of the time I don't care for romance in any capacity unless Jake's involved. And I know it makes him so uncomfortable.
If there's one person who wants it less than you, it's me.
So that was fun to go down the Sevna path there.
Just all of those. Did she mention me?
God,
Yeah.
But one thing I haven't told you guys about that just helped me. I liked doing it, and I liked that it didn't come up. That I was so moved by what you put together for the Radigan stuff and the past and all of that. I loved that. It changed Einan. It really gave him a different perspective. And I mentioned it very casually, and then we moved on, that he left a letter for Ratigan when they all left. And I wrote the full thing. And I will never tell you what's in it.
Oh.
But it was like this explanation of like, functionally, you don't know why, but you changed my life. And like it carried through. There were a lot of decisions that happened from Einan through the rest of the story that was him like looking back at that moment and going, this is what I would have done before, but this is what I'm going to do now.
Shoot. Yeah, I wish I would have realized like the gravity of that, because Ratigan might have remained more important throughout the story then. That does remind me, I think, touching back on a question from last one, like, or just that we talked about a lot, things that weren't in the story. I think that Ratigan's secret compartment with some finery in it, I think that was written.
Oh, really?
I think so. I feel like it's part of where I pulled the backstory from. I want to say that it was like, no.
Chocolate?
Well, Ratigan didn't exist. I feel like somebody had like a secret compartment that had like some nice shit in it.
Me. That was me.
Fireworks and bodies.
Fireworks and bodies.
Maybe I just did such a good job that I'm forgetting what was real and what I came up
Could that
with.
be?
Could it be? Favorite NPC moment? Most of the interactions with Wazine.
Yeah.
I just loved being Wazine. I just loved being a little stinker.
So good.
I also not an NPC action, but NPC related. The canonization of Mac Jackrell. Like that was a joke about a bridge troll when you had to cross the river that then got referenced again as if it were not a joke, but still kind of a joke. And then the immediate dismissal of the character that I was excited to introduce, Jack Mackerel, and the 180 degree zag to the bridge troll that now officially existed and had a raft.
Why did we dismiss him so offhandedly?
I don't remember. Like, because I'm pretty sure that Mayor Gullivane or whatever was like, I've got a captain for you. He's got a boat right there. And then you guys were just like, where's the bridge troll? We don't care about that
I
guy.
feel like it was a Megan thing. I feel like Megan was like, yeah, and we like turn and look and there's the bridge troll on a raft or something.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was, God.
I don't remember exactly, but I feel like it was like, okay, you have the option.
Yeah, which one? They're standing like back to back. Like, huh? That was another thing.
He couldn't get back upriver. He had to just keep going.
And that was another thing that, like, when you guys said that, and it was like kind of a joke, but not really. And I was like, this fundamentally changes the nature of the relationship between humans and Fae in this world. Like, that they're just like, we're going to go on a raft with a bridge troll. I was like, that's not how it's supposed to be, but okay. And therefore, and the fact that Mayor Gullivane isn't going, whoa, hold up. Like, okay, there's just a understanding here that is apparently true.
Yeah, because that was something in the little bit of information that we had that always confused my understanding of like, what is the relationship with the Fae? Was that like one of the 3 big cities had a ton of Fae living in it, and people either just didn't acknowledge it or it was fine. I never quite understood, and so I love that like we just kept blurring this line.
There was also a written character you guys never interacted with.
Ooh.
That I forgot about until
Crack
now.
smackerel.
In those 3 towns, in the towns on the river, there was a satyr merchant who somebody referred to by name and suggested you go get information from, but you guys went a different direction and talked to somebody else. They referred to Sam the merchant, and he was Salmonane, and he was a satyr who was hiding his appearance. He wore a hat that covered his horns and an apron that covered his legs and shit like that. That would have been like...
And pieces of meat on his hooves that covered the sound.
Yeah. He had the apron and he never turned around.
It was like a kilt, but like, you know, on the front it looked like an apron, and from the back it was like a picture of a human butt.
Well, I think Tass is a friend in every port move. Like really informed a lot of like the decisions we made going to each new place because he used the hell out of that.
Yeah.
I don't recall that one. What did that do?
But that Sam's identity was known to the Ether Witches. They had sussed him out when other people hadn't. So that was a potential like threat or blackmail avenue that they might have been able to use against you if you met Sam and liked him and realized what he was and wanted to protect him, and they were like, I'll fucking out him. Like, I swear to God I will if you don't let me go. Like, they would have used that, but you guys never learned it, so they never had the opportunity to use it.
Huh. We're just like, who?
And they're like, damn it, never mind.
For the players, now having played Fate for a whole season, is there anything about your character build you'd change?
I'd want to come up with a better trouble, because I don't think mine really got utilized. I even changed it at some point and still couldn't really find one that was like good for Jake to hit me with. So that's like the main thing. I think I would want to make things more difficult for myself in the sense of like using my trouble and that aspect of my personality as a hindrance.
I think the change I would have made was starting off with Phasmophobia. Like if I had that when we went into the swamp.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to getting it because of the swamp.
Interesting. I mean, there's a few things I would have changed if I didn't want to have like just a perfect character.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I really enjoyed the flaws that he had. I don't know. I had fun with that build. So outwardly, I can't think of much.
Maybe if we understood the difference between physique and
athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
And
Yeah, that's
notice
it.
and investigate.
Yeah. You know, all through it, part of me was like, oh, like I wish I was doing some of the ether stuff. But then I was just like, no, I like having somebody that can't, and like how do they react when one of you like helps him with it and stuff like that. So I don't think I'd change too much.
The thing I loved, and it was something we discussed before making the characters, was I loved working with Megan to together make a whole clockwinder. Instead of one of us being a clockwinder who knew both sides, that we each chose half of it, and that was the thing we were good at. It was so much fun.
We had 3 clockwinders, but we had 1 clockwinder.
Yeah.
Having now finished this Fate campaign, is there any advice any of you would give to yourselves for the next Fate game? Anything you'd want to lean more or less into or do differently?
I mean, if we were doing it again for like a show, again, it's always hard to pin down. Like, when do you refresh Fate, or when is the end of a session, whatever. I wouldn't want to compensate too far the other direction and be like, oh, we're only going to refresh when we think it's the end of a story. I would probably just say refresh at the beginning of a new recording day and see if that made enough of a difference.
Yeah, which would have kept more accurately with refresh each session.
Oh, yeah.
Like that is our session.
Yeah, because some days it would have been like, oh, yeah, we did 1 episode. And some days it would have been 4. You know, it would have been interesting.
Nice, yeah.
I think maybe taking more time to think about moves or stunts, because we kind of had a couple of reference things from the player kind of handbook for clockwinders, but otherwise we looked at like the main stunts list for Fate and tried to find something that kind of applied. So just taking more time to kind of like come up with some potential options, even if they're things I didn't start with, but just like things that might be cool or fun or interesting or fit into the world in a neat way that I could pull from later, probably would have been good.
I think another interesting thing to have tried, and I remember we talked about this early on because I had reached out to Laura to ask about Smee, and she was like, oh, he should be a stunt so that you have to invoke him to get any benefit from him. And she sent us this big, I don't know if it was a website or something, but it was a Fate game that was specifically about having pets and stuff. It definitely would not have made him more useful. It probably would have made it so I could use him less, which just would have been an interesting, like, again, if I'm trying to make it just a little bit more will we than how will we.
Yeah. I think there are just a couple of mechanics in Fate that I probably should have learned more about in advance, that I probably should have read up on in more detail. Like, I didn't really use like clock in this game. You know, like Fate wants you to have an overarching kind of like, here are the things that are happening. You know, by accomplishing these core actions, you slow the progress of this, and it's all kind of mechanized. And again, just like we don't mechanize a lot that need not be, and I didn't feel the need to. Similar to countdowns in Monster of the Week, like I don't ever really, I'll make the countdown when I write a mystery, and then I never go back to it.
Yeah.
Because I have an idea in my head of what's happening. Like, again, I get its purpose and how it would be useful for certain game masters or certain tables or whatever to like be able to refer back to. Like I said, is handy for aspects. Like if I'm waffling on a decision, well, I can go back to the aspects and it'll help me make the decision. I get that the clock does the same thing, but that's not one I ever really felt a need for. And so just, you know, not being super familiar with the idea going into it, I just kind of bounced off of it quickly because I was like, I don't like this a lot. I don't feel like I'm going to need it, and I don't understand it yet. So I'm just not really going to concern myself with it. I probably could have learned more and maybe my feelings would be different. I also would try to be better about like using your troubles against you guys or using compels against you or, you know, trying to GM fiat spend your points out from under you. Like other than encounters, you know, I had every opportunity if I wanted to just be like, I think I'm going to compel this aspect against you. Doesn't cost me shit, but I can make you spend a point. I don't know. I get so caught up in what's going on. I get caught up in the moment or the scene or whatever. I don't really think to do that.
Yeah, it's like Taz said, you're playing with us, so you're not just focusing on how can I swindle you.
Yeah. But it probably would have aided in the balance. You know, the balance issues that we noticed with fate points, I could have alleviated those if I'd been more conscientious going in. I should use these things against you.
Megan, that's me.
Hey, that's you.
If you had Maxine's restoration or repair power, but could only use it once, what would you fix? Well, I had this cup that had a bee on it that I really, really liked, and I broke it doing dishes like 5 years ago. So probably that.
Okay.
I love it.
I thought you were going to say your back.
My back's okay right now. Okay. Well, in the sense of using it to heal bodies, probably wait until after the baby's here and then use it immediately and just fix the war zone that's going to end up being my body afterwards.
That aspect is called Warzone.
Who is your favorite NPC?
I mean,
it's so hard to not say Wazine.
It is. There were so many great ones that like Carver was so cool and layered. Both of the Rolands, honestly, in their completely different ways were just like, oh, I just want to interact with you for the day. Like, I just want that to be the whole thing.
I really liked your mischievous old man friend who loved ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Who like would just escape from the hospital and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. So, Jake, you mentioned something to me that like maybe it was like a listener pointed out or something that we never looked into about the Rolands. Like they were the same person or something.
Oh, was that something that a listener said? Yeah, the story as written is supposed to introduce an uncertainty about whether the Rolands are the same guy. And I tried to play into that, but you guys never bit. And I thought that was curious. Like I described their appearances exactly the same. And for a while you didn't see the two of them in the same place. And I tried to do like the same voice, but with different delivery for both of them. But you guys were just like, those are these two different dudes. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Cause I mean like they were like physically identical. And like I described like where like the tattoos that you could see and where you could see them and their hair and their skin and all that.
I assumed we were going to find like 3 more of them and that they were all just like, the Council of Rolands.
I just leaned into, they are identical. They sound alike. Like they're probably twins or like something like.
Never thought about them as identical.
No.
Just thought they had the same name.
Yeah. I demand a replay. Let's.
Yeah, that's what like when Roland the Magnificent was like, I've got a guy for you. Don't worry, you'll meet him. Like I was specifically trying to like play that up as like he doesn't want to say who it is because maybe it's just him. Like that I was hoping that when you saw him you'd be like, is it just him in different clothes?
I think because of his attitude, it's impossible to tell when he was being coy versus just being himself.
That's
I also really like Arctis J5 or whatever his name was.
J4.
J4.
How
I thought
dare
that was
you.
a cool character.
Yeah, that's one that was in the book. I played him pretty true to form. Yeah, I liked Carver obviously was not somebody that was written in. That's somebody that I made up, that me and Rev made up because it was part of his backstory and a place that we didn't technically have to go. Port Vias was something that was like described in the book, but there was not a core there. There was never technically a reason to go there as written. But I like playing people that will lie to you and they don't care if you know that they're lying to you. Like, you know, I feel like there's a tendency in games where it's like, where there's a mechanic where you can determine for sure whether someone's lying. And once you do, they tend to cave. I love playing somebody who's just like, why would I stop lying? Like, I don't fucking care. Yeah. Like, just because you know I'm lying doesn't mean you know what the truth is and doesn't mean I have to tell it to you. No. Like, so I liked those moments where you guys were like, is he up to something? And it's like, yes, he is. And he's going to continue to be up to something until you like address it head on.
I also really liked Tonguey Biter. And I like that Tass was like, this is my rhino now, and I'm bringing him on a wall. He's going to come with me. It's a rhinoceros.
On a wall.
He's coming with me. This is my service animal.
Hey, I think that maneuver worked out pretty good.
It did. Yeah. I loved that it wasn't like this will be a nice compact pet for me to carry around with me and do. It was just like, no, it's a fucking rhinoceros.
Kind of similarly to Carver, I liked all the clock grinders. But Seven especially, because similarly, like Seven was just like, I'm not going to like you.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter what you say or do. We're not going to be friends. So I enjoyed playing that aspect too.
I love hearing those characters from you because especially like Rev does this too, but especially Tass. It's like, buddy, you can monologue as much as you want and you can be as ethical and moral and truthful and good as you can be. And it's not going to fucking matter. And just watching Jake deliver those lines of like it doesn't matter and watching you decide at what point to give up is so interesting and so much fun.
Well, and I mean, too, an obvious one is Sevna, just because we had such a reasonable yet highly driven villain. Like, just the back and forth there was great.
Did I just hear Rev heave a big sigh?
I don't think so. I think that was Megan.
Was Sevna your least favorite NPC?
No, Sevna was difficult because just never knowing, like, no, seriously, what the fuck is your deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ether Witches.
She always had an excuse.
That was a fun one too, because like it was so changed by how you guys treated them, specifically Sevna. Like, Sevna she was the boss. She was supposed to be the big bad one and whatever. When Megan introduced the idea of like this old friend of her grandmother's, and I was like, that, like, Sevna as a character is written, but I was like, she would be wonderful to fill that role.
That was great.
So
yeah,
that's who she is now. And so Maxine's interactions with her changed so much, and then Einan's interactions with her changed so much that, like, yeah, like you're saying, like, she always had an excuse. She was pretty, like, it was a fun blend for me of, like, she is straightforward about what she thinks and wants. Not so straightforward, though. Like, not perfectly straightforward, as much as she can be, but she still wants to get what she wants.
She's self-serving, but she's honest.
And then that developing away from that to being like, boy, these people have given me the benefit of the doubt a couple of times. They've done more right by me than they needed to. They've introduced some good points, and her, like, transition. And I loved, like, again, me knowing when she was being honest, and, like, Rev especially being like, I don't know that I trust this. And it was so fun for me to be like, I know that she has genuinely turned this corner, but they can't count on that to be true.
Yeah.
And then Yvain having to, like, it made sense to me for her to be kind of transitioning into the zealot role.
Yeah.
Because she was, I mean, you know, there was a great chance that Yvain and Vaughn never made it out of the Edge River. Is that where they were? The three towns? Was that Edge River? No, that wasn't Edge River. That's where Rad Dave was.
Yeah.
But there's a great chance that they never made it out of there. You know, if you guys clocked them and fucking killed them or whatever, like, there wasn't a lot more depth to them established already. But I liked the idea of, like, one of Yvain's aspects, again, this is a thing that I kind of fell back on, like, was something along the lines of like, she had a couple that were kind of, super devoted and like kind of unhinged. Like, I like just falling back on those repeatedly. Like, these are getting worse. Both of them are getting worse in their respective directions. And the more Sevna takes her foot off the gas, the more Yvain feels the need to be like, somebody's got to fucking lead this outfit. So, and she's not equipped to do so, but she doesn't understand that, and she's gonna fucking do it. And Vaughn just being like torn kind of between the two of them, but Yvain was becoming the more demanding personality, and Sevna was becoming a lot more chill and Einen-like. So he was like, I guess I'm going with her because she's the one who yells louder.
I loved just finding Vaughn Eaton. Is not something like that was, I was like, oh, like we joked about that. I did not expect to legitimately find that.
Yeah, I think that was like horrifying for Maxine. Yeah, going back to just not trusting Sevna, I thought it was really cool to know that she was very self-serving, right? Like, she wasn't evil, but she wanted what was best for her. And that affected how we approached her. We couldn't just say like, be good because it's good to be good. We had to find ways to convince her to work with us to achieve her ends and our ends.
Yeah, if you do this thing, you're going to have a bunch of other people who are just as powerful as you. Oh, well, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not our primary concern, but we knew it would be her primary concern, so we had to find ways to navigate that. Yeah. That was really cool.
Very reasonable villain. It's so cool. And, love conquers all.
Yeah, Vaughn getting eaten. A thing that I like to do in games that I'm running is have like, pseudo canon events, like things that I want to happen, but I'm just holding them until I think it's the most interesting or impactful for them to happen. Like, it doesn't matter so much to me when precisely they happen. I don't need them to happen. Like, oh, well, they missed this reveal because it happened at noon and they didn't get there till 1. Like, I'll just save a thing until you get there.
Sure.
That was one of those. Like, I was like, okay, he is somewhere in this maze, he is cornered and he is fighting for his fucking life against the Redcaps. Maybe you guys get there sooner, maybe you get there later, maybe you don't get there at all, but if and when you encounter Vaughn, he's fighting for his life. And then,
or maybe you turn his powers off.
And then when you were like, I'm going to turn their powers off, I was like, that changes things. Like, because I can't see any, he doesn't, I mean, he's got a knife, but like I don't see any other way out of this for him. The instant his powers go off, they were fucking Walking Dead overwhelming him. He was backed into a corner. He no longer has the means to fight them off, and they were ravenous for him. Yep, that's just the end. Vaughn dies off camera. Like, there's no other way.
It's great.
Jake, what went through your head when Tass said that there was a dragon before going into the fortress where there was a dragon?
That like Keenan as Steve Harvey reaction image, that just like bugged eyes, like looking down and out of frame. Yeah, I feel like I remember being like, when you said that, I know that I reacted physically and thinking like, I hope I didn't telegraph that. Yeah, that was funny. Because just using that turn of phrase and knowing what was coming, I was like, I hope he's pleased when this reveals itself.
I was literally just the whole time. I know this isn't even how you described it, but I was just picturing the Shrek castle, with the dragon in it, but floating. And it was just like, oh yeah, all right, here, yeah, we gotta.
Pretty close.
This is the end of the end of the fairy tale story. This is what we got to do, right? Oh, it's what we got to do. Oh no.
For the gate at the end of the series, did Rev picture the chamber from the Dark Crystal?
I did not. What's the alien race from WoW?
The Draenei?
Yeah, I think I was very specifically picturing something in their starting area that's like a portal on top of a crystal. There was a very clear image in my head. But I have not. I don't want to dismiss the Dark Crystal so quickly. I haven't seen it in memory, so I don't even know what.
Yeah, I don't know either of these references, so.
I highly suggest watching the Netflix show, the like prequel, even though they canceled it and it's only one season. It's beautiful.
Is that where the Skeksis are from? From the Dark Crystal?
No.
Oh. What are they from?
They're from another world.
No, but That's the movie they're from. Yes.
They're from the movie that they're from. I'm asking what you're saying. I'm sorry. I'm thinking literally again.
Yeah,
I always
Cass
think
thinks
literally.
They're from the lore of the Dark Crystal.
Yes, they are from
that's
the
the
lore
movie
of the
they're
Dark
in,
Crystal.
yeah.
My apologies.
The person who did my tattoo had 3 taxidermied turkey vultures dressed and positioned exactly like the Skeksis
That's
from the Dark
amazing.
Tower. Or from the
Spooky.
Dark Crystal.
I'm
yeah,
getting
they're
all.
so freaky.
They're so freaky. They're so good. I'm getting all mixed up too because even talking about WoW, there's like a nod to the Skeksis in World of Warcraft as well, that are in that same area with like the Draenei and stuff.
Yeah, my mom tried to get me to watch Dark Crystal when I was a kid, and I was like, "This is awful." Not even those bird guys, just like the puppets. I was like, "Don't like their faces.
I love them.
Don't like it."
They did such a good job with the show, and they got just a wild cast, wild voice cast for that show. Taron, what's his name? Edgerton. I don't know how to say his name.
Tarantino.
And Mark Hamill and Jason Isaacs, and like just a ton of people are in that show. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure those are all actors.
yeah, great. Well, yeah.
When you said it was like a really wild voice cast, I expected like Garbage Men and
Amazing.
the director's sanitation worker and one of the lighting guys.
Babysitter. Thinking back to Cowboy World, when choosing what system/module to run, how critical was it that there was a train in the module?
It was priority 1.
Yeah.
I had a spreadsheet of all the different like games and systems I was evaluating, but there was a column that said train ? And there was a yes or a no checkbox, and anything that had a no, I just deleted.
Yeah. Rev, hey, that's me. Mentioned there was not much cut from this season. Any reason why? Yeah. So it's, I very much edit the show based off of the lead of the GM and like the feel. Coin was much more episodic. Like I wanted it to feel like, okay, here's the intro. Now we're going into the story. The out of character chatter's not quite as much. There is some, but that it very much feels like most of the time is spent in character. But because of fate and the way the system goes, there's a lot of chatter about, no, does this move work and does that? And because of that, so many of the jokes were woven in a way that was like, well, I can't, and that was never something Jake wanted. But even if I wanted to like tighten things up and make it more suspenseful, I couldn't edit it that way because of how seamlessly everything wove together in and out of character jokes coming back. But aside from that, it isn't the style of editing that Jake would have wanted for this. So
yeah, I mean, in the couple of instances where I've actually edited things, I do a pretty loose edit.
Yeah.
Like I leave a lot of material in. So yeah, I liked the way that you handled this.
yeah, thanks.
And I think it's easier on us as players to not have to think about like, oh, was that said on mic? Can I reference this again? Because like one of Jake's priorities in running games is that, we're laughing, we're having fun, we're just saying things that then become true.
Yeah.
And that's a lot more difficult to edit out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did Tungy Biter and Rusty Axel ever meet and become best friends? Yes, they did. Eventually, we fixed the planet and everything is spinning and things have to migrate and move around and stuff, and they absolutely did. Yes, they did.
Was Rusty Axel your Snownicorn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Asked and answered.
Yep.
Important one here.
What songs does Armalus know?
What are the aspects on him for his songs?
God, I have to say that was one of my favorite running bits was every time Tass was like, don't stop playing.
Thank you.
I fucking just love the running gag of trying to name them close to the Lord of the Rings characters.
I like that I just could not remember the name of, I can't remember it now.
Gimbal.
Gimble? Was that it? Giblet? Gamble? Armalus, if I was going to equate it to like a contemporary catalog.
I can't wait for this. I'm waiting
Is it
for
like
this
a Hall
answer.
of Notes? Or?
I feel like it's like it's some real like vibey, like I can't remember his name. What's the fucking who's the guy who
Elvis.
sings "Take Me to Church"?
Oh,
Hosier?
Yeah, he's like a hosier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his style.
What game was Tass playing during all the intros?
That would have been one of two things, either Clash of Clans or Words of Wonders.
What did Jake do to that cosmic brownie? Listen, that was one of the gifts.
I don't
gave
I
remember.
have no idea what this is in reference to.
I don't remember what this is referencing.
I'm gonna have to bleep it again. This is when Jake talked about a cosmic brownie, and I had a meltdown because before you joined the show, one day he had made a joke that's what he calls it at the same time.
Either of you ever forget this?
I don't know how I didn't remember that. That's amazing. Holy shit. Oh my God.
There are certain things I say and do that are so egregious that my brain just automatically deletes them.
Like, I can't even imagine you saying that. Like, I believe it.
The one I always remember that you're gonna have to bleep or delete also is what I don't remember the context, but something about eating ass and with like TJ. That I was like, it's 2019. Everybody eats ass. TJ, keep up.
That has stayed in.
That's persistent.
That's
so many
persistent.
times.
That was recent. In one of the final episodes of Clockwinders, that joke was made again.
Oh my God.
Well, because, Tass did that at some point where that was referenced. And he just goes, it's 2024, baby.
Yeah, that's the only way I know what year it is.
Yeah.
Someone reminds me that it's okay to eat ass.
That it's okay.
It's more than okay. It's mandatory.
That it's okay. That it's expected.
Why so many C's in the titles of things? Critshow, Clockwinders, Coin, Cobbler's Cryptid Carnival. Man, I think it's by accident, but
It sure is going to happen again.
it sure is, isn't it?
Yep.
I never made this connection.
Yeah.
Never realized that there's so many of them that start with C.
Yeah,
I'm going old school vaudeville here. C's are funny.
that's true.
C's are funnier. Yeah. Yeah, God.
Wait, I thought it was K's are funnier.
Well, the k sound.
Oh, okay.
It's all about the k.
Well, yeah, season 8 sure is another. Once we get there, it's 2 C's.
Yes,
is the title of it.
Gotta love that alliteration.
Yep.
Fuck, that's funny. And it's
Yeah.
all by it literally, hey guy, hey y'all listening.
Mm.
It's by accident.
It is.
We promise.
Yeah, join us for season 8. Chester the Cheetah.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
All right. Lastly, what's a Critshow memory from the last 7 seasons that has stayed with you?
Oh, wow.
This question came in at the last second, so I had more time to think about it than you've had, which is none. My favorite moments, and you will find these moments at the beginning of actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf, and you'll find it at the beginning of nowhere in the rules does it say the dog can't play basketball. It is reading through text and trying to stay as serious as possible so that I don't give away the ridiculous thing that's about to be said, because the reaction you all have to that reveal is one of my happiest moments of the day. I fucking love the joy that comes from you all when you realize that this serious intonation is leading into something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Even not like if it's silly, like just having those moments, like Coin was all about the cliffhangers and just having those moments of like things are good, and then just having like a devastating like end sentence that sets something up for the future. Like that, you just are very good at keeping your like tone consistent and like keeping in the story, and then just kind of like pulling the rug out
Yeah.
in a funny way or a sad way
Sure.
or whatever direction the rug is going.
I know that it's asking about just all, just a Critshow experience, but it is a game moment that will just always be my favorite thing, because I think it's the moment where really there were two kind of moments of going, oh, that's what we're doing. That's what this game is. Here's the tone that we're setting. And the first one of those two, and I've said it in these little Q&As 100 times probably, but it is simply Jake pushing TJ off of that cliff mid-count in Hawaii. And it's just like, oh, like this is like, we are being serious, but those moments are just the best example to me of we are still friends, but we are in a rough situation, and it is a serious situation, but I can make the people at the table laugh while doing something sadistic and or necessary in character and so on. And just that moment of us just cackling, and it's like, yep, okay, I see it. I see the vision now. And then very quickly after that, we get up to outer space, and the things that happen there that kind of show the other side of that tone were just like, I think, more
poignant, because the other side of that what?
Yeah.
I do feel like I've mentioned this before, but the first thing that comes to mind when I think of like impactful moments throughout all of the seasons that I've been a part of is pretty soon after I joined, but it's when we were going through the like little snow globe bubble worlds of Eston's, and we were crossing that ice bridge. Like we had to deal with all the little like cannibal gnomes and stuff, and then we like grabbed a door to like makeshift it into a sled and had to like try and slide across this ice bridge, and I failed a roll that made me slide off the edge of this bridge like into a chasm, and I failed the roll like really bad, and we were just sitting there trying to be like, is there any way that I survived this? But we just took a moment out of character, and Task goes, well, it was good having you on the show. And I think Jake went like, finally got rid of her or something like that. But it made me laugh so hard. And it was just the first moment that I was like, I felt so welcomed and like so part of the table, because like I'd known you guys for a while, and like obviously I'd been a fan of the show, and being on the show was still so new, and like had this like fresh importance and fear of like, I don't want to mess up this thing that already exists so like preciously to so many people and to me, that like it was very scary, especially like not having any experience, but like having that moment of just being like, we can joke about this, and like joking at my expense felt so funny and so nice that like I truly felt so like part of the team. Because then it was like all right, where does this go? Because it's going to go somewhere. Let's find it out. Was so much fun and just felt so wholesome. And especially I was in a huge part of my life where I'd had tons of transitions all at once, and there was a lot of just uncertainty, and it felt so nice to have like a place where I so truly felt like I was with friends. And so it's not so much of like a thing that happened in the show, but it's that moment of me failing that role, and everything that happened around it left such an impact on my state of mind and like my excitement for being a part of this, and just really set the tone for how I felt with you guys going forward.
The thing that comes to mind for me is not like a moment. Looking back, you guys might think I'm joking at first. Looking back on TJ's arc in hindsight and how fucking good it is. Like that is something that's like, while we're playing it, it's hard to appreciate like how cool something is. And we were all with it from start to finish, except for TJ. There was not an opportunity for hindsight for the rest of us, really. Now there is, but like there's a song, I think I've talked about this before. There's a song called Wolf Like Me by TV on the Radio, and it's a really good song. And at some point when I heard it, because it's called Wolf Like Me, it's about like, there's a lot of werewolf imagery in it that reminded me of TJ. And I have long wanted to see like an animatic to this song of like TJ's whole arc in the show, because a lot of it was incidental. A lot of it was due to external circumstance or whatever, but it's really good how well it came together. And, just looking back on like his arc as a whole was just super solid. And it's nice as like thinking of it as a piece of fiction, and also just thinking about like the reflection that is on what we have been capable of and what we have accomplished. Like, despite obstacles and incorporating ludicrous ideas and jokes and shit, made one really cool fucking thing in the midst of another cool thing that is just nice to think about.
Like I talked about the thing that I enjoyed those moments, but like Megan's reaction to seeing Nash for the first time in the vision, like TJ going in after Jake's hammer, like those moments where you get to see like the friendship and the importance of one another to one another are like my favorite visual moments. And then that like just those dominoes falling into place of like, oh, hey, you served this god of death. Here's a nail. You put it in somebody who's dead. It'll bring them back to life. Oh, here's this old man. He's a time traveler. Oh, here's this old man. He can create devices that do things. It's like, I just remember being like, fuck me. In character thinking, I can fix this. And messaging TJ and be like, hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
And him saying, no, you promised me I was dead. And that there was no way to bring me back.
You said there was no way.
When you promised, I thought it was for real. And I'm already disappointed that I am alive. But you want my character to be alive too? No, thank you.
My other thing that persists always as a, like, I'm having a bad day and I need it to be better is going back and listening to any one at random of the outtakes from Perilous Tides. Because, I mean, you guys really tackled that whole show, you know, from the player side of like, you know, you took it very seriously, but there were still a lot of very interesting and funny moments. And like the humor is obviously there. But when you guys went off, you went off. And it's so good. It brings me so much joy. So yeah, there's my pitch to you all listening audience. If you're not on the Patreon, listen to that whole show just so that you can understand the outtakes.
Yeah. And the thing that I will go back to still is the animatic that Rem made
Yeah.
Oh my
of the
God.
whole portals. It's in my pockets thing.
Yep.
Yeah, wild.
All right. Well, that's our final question. That's a season 7. So next week we're going to start playing a game that Tass is going to run. Again, we're kind of punting a bit to give us some more breathing room as we get everything sorted out for the main show. We are going to be playing a game called Teens with Attitude, where Tass is going to be leading us through a Power Rangers themed game. I'm not sure if it will be the thing that goes until season 8. It could be that there's something else before then, because again, we don't really have a start time on season 8, because as of the time of this recording, we've done like the pre-production, but we are not ready to record yet. So I'll give updates on that as we go through Teens with Attitude, and then we'll let you know if it's going to shift games for a little bit or if we'll stay with that until the beginning of season 8. Oh, man. Any last beans? Any... Okay, bye.
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 Put me on the spot. Goodbye.
We already did our goodbye.
I know. I don't know why I asked again. I was gonna say that might be the thing that I'll bring. 'Cause I'm not gonna take notes. I'd like to tell myself I would, but I would actively like write down invokes, and so I might bring in like a graph paper,
Nice.
and that'll be my job. Listen, it's been 20 some years of this.
Yeah.
I know myself.
I know what I am.
That's fine. I'm late, but I take great notes.
So we are going to create a new aspect. I think we're going to call it Incognito, and you get one free invoke on it.
Don't look at the spelling. I basically spelled Magneto.
In Magneto.
In Magneto. I trust.
We trust.
I feel like you're leaning more towards Rev, away from the mic.
Can you guys get me like a Backstreet Boys headset microphone instead so that I can
Look at everyone.
turn? Yeah, I can turn and look at everyone.
Yeah.
So that I can have the freedom to do my
Thrash his
choreography.
Okay, so there is a way to get this water out of here, but I think it turns on from the bottom, which really seems like the first thing I need to try to change if I can.
Are either of you strong swimmers?
More so, I just don't know for certain how deep this is. So it's more of a, are you a strong breath holder?
I am fairly good at that. Oh, boy.
Just watch me.
Passes out immediately.
Falls into the water.
Hits his head on the metal stairs, falls into the pit, sinks.
I'm like in there, like on my back with my hands up in the workings and just spouting, yes, I'm going to switch around the clog spinner and twist the valve on the... I
Okay,
don't know what I'm doing.
don't, please. Oh, goodness. Okay. I thought you were actually trying to mess with it. And I mean, not, like, you're a clockwinder, so you have every right to mess with it. But it's like, we know what we need. So I thought
What
maybe
if I
if we just
twist
wait
this
till
right here?
And he points at his own nipple.
Something turns on, I can tell you that.
I'm gonna go wait outside.
I'm going to double the polarity. Other hand comes in.
Cade, it's happening again.
Everybody would have to commit battery in broad daylight, so sort of a big demotivator.
Yeah, and if you're in broad daylight, you usually don't need batteries.
That was really good.
Thanks.
Good job.
The words you're saying and the inflection you're giving me don't match up. Now I know what Megan feels like at home.
All the time.
Every day. 3.
Okay, that is a success.
Oh, sorry, that's not true. I don't know why I said 3. That's 5.
Oh.
Okay.
Is 3 you rolled?
No. I rolled a 1, and I looked at my sheet, and it said +4, and somehow, I took that from 2. I'm trying to beat a 2, and I put that as 2 plus. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Oh, guys.
None of the ways that was going to be explained were what I got.
An absolutely untraceable pattern of thought. Oh, please. They weren't going to be able to kill you either. Did you see the people that I selected? Did you even see their stats? They had nothing in the tank.
I've got a 0 physique and attack.
Well, I didn't fucking study you in advance.
Everyone's noses are bleeding.
I didn't look at your character. A singularity opens up and swallows everybody.
The end.
The end.
The world starts to spin.
They burst into flames. Oh, we have to tell Chief Forbin.
Yeah, she might even send out another team to go look into these, though I would doubt that would really be as good storytelling.
We'll just send the new recruits to go after the known ones, and then we'll venture out into the great unknown.
There we are. Jake just hucks the book into the garbage.
No, fuck it. Let's go.
I don't need this anymore.
Hell yeah. Here's a thought. What if you guys just tell them all this and then you all retire? And then the rest of the story just happens off camera.
And we just get rich, and we just throw parades for a living.
Yeah, you just like live off the residues and
finder's fee.
Everything else just happens. And I'll just like spend the next 14, 15 episodes reading from my book, from my tome.
All right.
I would write a book. I'm just gonna be spitballing it straight. So there's another one in the desert, and
the other one is the sun.
Big yellow one is the sun. Where are we going, Thunder?
A good portion of the rest of her life after that. But I think that the point of the ether really taking over enough to convince her to leave this must have been enough to lock her in at that age.
Thank you for that. Just trying to gauge the full extent of her abilities as much as we can.
Wondering if she ages backwards enough we could fight her as a child and she'll be more defenseless.
I hadn't considered that, but I love your tactical mind.
Quickly, her muscles haven't evolved to support her skeleton yet.
She can't lift her head.
Quick, while she's gummy.
If we wait long enough, she'll just separate into a single sperm and an egg.
Step on him.
They were gone, but the char was not inside the house. It was outside, as if maybe they had been lured out or had gone out of their own accord and been taken. I've always encouraged them to be so careful and to stay inside. This is a nightmare. This is my worst fear.
How old are your children? Jesus.
Give me an overcome roll with a burglary. Don't laugh at how I say a burglary.
I love that. It was just like burglary.
Burglary.
After we're done with this episode, I'm going to get a little burgery.
Ooh.
Burglary king. Burglary king. Burglary king.
No, he's very much alive, but barely.
That seems contradictory. He's very much alive, but barely.
Only kind
But
of.
very much.
Let me say it another way then. He very much fucking got away from me with magic while bleeding heavily.
Tass, don't forget your sticky note.
This is not Einan talking anymore. You can eat my ass, Jacob.
I love how formal Einan is that he calls him Jacob.
It's 2025.
You can retire from this show, but you can never uneat my ass.
I'm still kind of in scout mode here as I'm making my wind. Making my wind? I've given away my position.
Maxine, you can use either.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do it for everything. I know that it's important to be able to have our train car safe and secure, so this was important, but I did it back in Sun's Edge. Do you remember all those books we found that were destroyed at that library?
Yeah.
Well, I took a couple with me, and I was able to restore one completely.
I'll pull it out of my pack.
Look, it's pristine. You can read it, all of that knowledge that was lost. It's found. We can learn anything as long as we find something that remains of it.
Maxine, that's amazing. Think of all the things that have been lost that you can recover.
That's the hope.
I hug her. It's too bad you're a witch and you have to die.
But he quenches that bar and he looks up at you and smiles. What's Trundle sound like?
Einan, my old friend.
Einan, hello.
Oh, is this what we're going with?
I'm committed now. Howdy.
Trundle, you old bastard.
What happened to your voice?
Oh, no.
Took a...
The witch cast a spell on me.
I was playing baseball and I took a grounder.
No.
Yeah.
To my Trundle.
The old Trundle Grundle
Oh, God, I can't.
blasted me up good.
Oh, no.
Weirdly,
I have to have a conversation with this person.
everything I say also sounds excited, even if I'm talking about the mutilation of my genitals.
And I leave. And I walk
Bye.
straight out.
I love you.
No, come back.
Please.
Oh, no.
You're the first friendly face I've seen in a decade. People don't like old Trundle anymore.
I'm
Do I-
crying.
Do I need to change the voice?
I have no control here. I have no power.
All right.
You had your chance.
That was your one out. That was your mulligan.
Oh, my God.
I probably don't want to put the curse of Mickey Mouse upon this. I probably don't want to put the Disney stink on this. Shimmering green inside, somewhere between, I think I said between gas and solid. I meant between gas and liquid. But yeah, just this sort of plasma roiling in there.
Now I'm trying to envision something between a gas and a solid.
Let's go get some Taco Bell and I'll show you.
Oh, my gosh.
Delightful. Okay, you guys make your way to Trundle's Grundles.
Hello again, my boy. I'm sorry about the quick exit in the middle of our reunion earlier.
I don't remember what Trundle sounds like.
You didn't do? You just
I didn't do
kinda-
anything.
not-
Trundle was just a me.
Because he started as Mickey Mouse, then you just went to your
That's
own voice.
right.
Yeah.
And on the grounds, you find Tungy and
Rhino Dave.
what was his rhino's name? Oh, Apple.
Not toffee, apple chew.
Sticky hands.
Apple sticky. Sticky hands. Sticky hands.
Stop it.
It's a rhino. He doesn't even have His first name is Apple.
The Crit Show is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritShow.